I don't even know how to start this, so I'll just say hi, I guess. Okay, well that was terrible. Awful intro, but maybe I'll re-record that or edit it later. Anyways, this is story time. I'm gonna talk about. I'm so bad at this. All right, let's try that again. Hi, welcome to this video. It's a story time. It's kind of a funny story time, I guess. So yeah, let's get into it. So I don't even really remember when this story takes place. It was a couple of years ago, for sure. The only reason I even remembered it is because I was talking with some of my friends a couple days ago about this specific instance. So yeah. Anyways, this was around the time that like the COVID restrictions had happened. It was kind of weird around where I live because the whole deal, at least I don't even, this might have been like borderline illegal. This might have been not illegal, but this might have been not with like the social distancing, the like procedures. But pretty much how it was is me and my friends, like a lot of people, our main source of hanging out, because my friend group is larger than like two dudes, we would usually go on walks like around our neighborhood and like the surrounding areas and just kind of go on walks, talk to each other, just do random things. And that was our source of entertainment. I guess the purpose for the borderline illegal rant that didn't even make sense, that I didn't explain at all, is my mom had this rule that if I was having friends over at the house, I was allowed to do that, but I could have a maximum of 2 friends at the house. Like, I don't really know how that helps, like, or did help with social distancing, but that was my mom's rule. So yeah, me and my friends went out one day. It was funny because we almost had a route. Like, it was usually me and my one friend, who for the sake of this story we'll call him Ryan, I guess. So it was me and my friend Ryan, which is not his actual name, but that's what we're going with. And we would just kind of, usually the 2 of us would meet up first. And we kind of had this route that we'd walk through the neighborhood that would kind of take us past like a bunch of our other friends' houses. Because I am friends with quite a few people that, and I'm sure you guys have experienced this too, but I'm friends with quite a few people who you ask them to hang out, and they're like, I don't know, like maybe, and you don't get an answer. So we always found it easier to just like show up at someone's house and knock on their door and be like, hey, you're coming with us, and basically like draft them into hanging out. But anyways, like the whole like walking the route and meeting up with friends and hanging out isn't like really super important to the story. It's kind of just like setting the stage here. Another thing about like this era is around this time my brother had like either just graduated high school or was like just about to graduate high school, and he was like, I don't know, he's like a little weird at this point in time. I don't really know what else to say. He's like a lot more normal now, sort of. But anyways, he had like a lot of like, he was big into like collecting like models of like cars and like guns and stuff. And that was like his thing, right? A lot of my friends knew him as such. Just like important like character bio for my brother, I guess. Anyways, me and my friends were hanging out. We kind of did our thing. And eventually we decided, we're like, hey, we should go play some video games. So it was me and my friend Ryan, which again, not his actual name. It sounds weird to call him that, but whatever. And we were like, hey, let's go play some games. And a lot of the other guys were like, well, like, I got to go home for this, that, the other reason. So it was just me, Ryan, and our other friend, who, for the sake of this video, we're going to call Alan, I guess. It's surprisingly really weird telling a story about, like, people whose names are, like, not what I'm calling them in the story. And it's just random names I came up with in the moment. But yeah, me, Ryan, and Alan go back to my house. This is kind of the thing that I find funny about this being like the rule for social distancing or whatever it was, because like a lot of the time when I'd have like my friends over to my house, we'd hang out in the basement 'cause it's like a bigger space and there's like a lot of stuff to do down there. But on this specific day, which was during COVID when social distancing was a thing, we would be like, we went up to my room where I have like a tiny TV and my Xbox, just because my Xbox had more games on it. So I guess the basically this entire story so far is like how to not social distance. I was really bad at COVID, guys. Anyways, we played a couple games. Like, there's a lot of games on that Xbox. Like, you know, there's Left 4 Dead was like a big one on the Xbox 360, because I wasn't even running with an Xbox One at this point. Like, it was out. Like, honestly, I don't know, even maybe the Series X was out at this point, but I was still rocking with my Xbox 360. I still am to this very day, actually. So we're just playing all these games on the Xbox 360, and we eventually land on this game that I don't even remember how I got it, but it's like Smash Bros, like the famous Nintendo game, but seeing as it's on an Xbox, it's not Smash Bros, and it's themed off like Kung Fu Panda, like the animated movie Kung Fu Panda. Now, I'm not really certain why someone decided to make that, but I mean, it flowed better than Multiverses ever did, so there's that. Anyways, we're just playing this stupid-ass game, right? Like, we're just having fun, like, yelling random shit at each other. Like, I think I was playing as I don't even remember his name, but, like, you know, in the Kung Fu Panda movies, there's, like, the panda, like, is the main character, and then his dad, I think, quote-unquote, because his actual dad is a panda, but, like, his dad, quote-unquote, who runs the noodle shop, is, like, I don't know, is he a duck or a goose or something? Anyways, I was being him, and he was, like, ridiculously overpowered in this game. And me being me and being a dickhead to my friends, I refused to switch off of him to a different character. So I just kept wiping the floor with my friends. Which obviously leads to a lot of yelling at each other and raging because I suck to play video games with. Anyways, we're just having our fun. And out of nowhere, completely unprompted, my bedroom door flies open, and there's my brother wearing, like, a ski mask and holding this, like, giant BB gun. And we all just kind of look at him, and I to this day do not know why. I don't know what prompted him to say what he said, but he looks right at us and just says, "What is this, gay porn?" And then just shoots my friend Alan. Like, completely unprompted. He just shoots him, and then he walks away. And he just goes back into his room, I guess. And we kind of laugh because it's ridiculous. Check up on our friend. He's fine. He doesn't, like, it doesn't feel good getting shot by a BB, I can tell you that much. My friend, who is not involved in this story, once, like, shoved a BB gun into my stomach and shot me point blank, and it didn't feel good. So I'd imagine our friend Alan there was feeling at least a little bit of discomfort. But you know what? We checked up on him. He wasn't down for very long. He kind of just, like, fell over because we were all sitting on my bed. He kind of just, you know, sat back up. We kept playing our game, and it wasn't anything too crazy. I don't know. Like I said at the beginning of this, it was kind of just something I was talking about with a couple of my friends the other day. And it's just funny to think about. Like, this is the type of thing I was doing during COVID. I was playing Kung Fu Panda, Smash Bros. Ripoffs, and getting my friends shot by my brother. Now I pay taxes. Anyways, that is pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say. It's not really, like, an expansive story with a lot of, like, background and lore. It's kind of just a fun little story of the time my friend got shot with a BB gun by my brother, who said something ridiculous. So, you know, nothing crazy, but I thought it was funny, so I thought I would share it. Anyways, this outro is probably about to be as horrible as the intro was. So, yeah, thanks for watching this. That's all I really got. See ya.